It's the Tuck and Tuck Show. Now let's welcome the hosts of Tuck and Tuck Show, Ahmad and Khalid.
What's up, Oberlin? We're back again for the Tuck and Tuck Show once more time. I seen the Browns today. They're still sucking. I don't know what to do about them, man. I'm so through with the Browns. I don't know which way to go. We got some. What do we have today? We got guests or family or
both. They're guests and. Well, I don't like.
How do we describe?
I don't like to claim everybody. Luke and Zay are being on the show, and then they brought their dad. The old dude Gilbert.
Their dad is something else, man.
Yeah. Before we get to that, before we jump off, before it goes off the rails completely, I want to thank Kurt Russell for being on the show last week because that was probably the best show that we done so far.
We can't say that, man, because then other people won't come on. It's like, you got Kurt Russell on already.
Well, the problem is, after I knew the first 5 shows were going to be good because of the guests. And then when Matt said, we're going to have Gilbert on the show, I'm like, oh, there you go. There's that. So it's probably going to, you know how they say, right? You know, they say your show has jumped the shark. We jumped the shark early.
We jumped the whole tank.
Yeah, it's gonna. But I really would like to thank Kurt for coming on the show. He was great.
He has a pretty really busy schedule, so for him to take time out of his schedule, to see us, that was good. I appreciated that too, man.
Come on our little show was awesome, and I couldn't. If I was teacher of the year, I probably wouldn't do the show.
Yeah, you would have. You're from Oberlin. You would have done it, man.
I'm like, listen, I got bigger stuff to do. I ain't going to be fooling around with Tuck and Tuck.
I would have done it, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, my ego's a little different.
Yeah.
So if this show ever took off and really got big, I'd be a totally different person. I'd be a terrible person.
You're already a terrible person. You're already there.
I'd be asking for assistance and.
Oh, we're going to get all that.
Oh, yeah. I need a wardrobe.
That's coming.
I need a car to pick me up. I don't get any of that. I don't get no food. And Matt said when we moved down here, we were going to get
a green room.
Yeah, a green room.
We're going to have a green room.
Yeah.
That's what he told us.
Food and drinks. We don't got none of that. Well, they gave me some liquors today. I almost took my teeth out. That's from Halloween.
2000.
I don't even know what Halloween it was from. I couldn't even eat it. I put it in this cup. Look how hard that is, man. That's ridiculous. I mean, the show is he's putting up a finger.
He's trying to close us out. He's trying to wrap us up already.
It's an 8-minute segment.
We had 8 minutes, and now he's trying to wrap us up.
He's trying to save a minute left. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't want to make it in demands because we're all kind of just doing this, because we like doing it. But it's a little shaky, man. No food.
All I asked was for Reese's cups.
We used to get water. We don't even get water no more. My mouth is so dry.
Well, this is kind of off the rail. This one is, so.
Yeah, normally we shoot on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It's Sunday because you're off on Sunday.
Right.
So now we moved, and it's throwing me off because usually I sit at home and do nothing on Sunday but eat and watch football. Like you said, the Browns are terrible, so there's no need to watch them. And there's not really much else going on. I mean, the weather is cold, so you got to kind of stay inside.
Yeah, it sucks. Don't forget, was it December 3rd? We got the walk Christmas down at Tappan Square with the lights and everything. Let me get that out there. Besides that, though, man, ain't a whole lot going on. It does feel weird doing the show on a Sunday, though.
I don't really like it. But it is. He's giving us the wrap up side. That's not 8 minutes, but it is different doing it on a Sunday.
We'll come back, Tuck and Tuck, just in a minute.
Hi, welcome to the art.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show. Today's guest is brought to you by The Art at Tappan Square.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show. I'm here with me and my brother and Gilbert Marshall. Gilbert grew up here, lived here pretty much your whole life, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Where did you see yourself going in Oberlin? I mean, did you have any did you feel like you had any future? I'm going to call it back in the day. I won't give any years out.
Yeah, basically I did because of the way Oberlin was, and everybody kind of accepted everyone else. Regardless of whatever race or wherever you may have come from or who your family people were, or just Oberlin was totally different than any place I've ever seen in these 75 years, mainly because of the people.
You grew up in a pretty large family. How many people were in your family, brothers and sisters, did you have?
I had 5 brothers and sisters, and there were 6 of us kids total.
Oh, okay.
4 boys and 2 girls.
I was thinking it was more than that.
Just the 6. I'm the last of the 4 boys, and I've got both the girls are younger than I am.
Okay.
I got 2 sisters left, and I'm the last of the boys.
Oh, okay.
Well, I see you got your brown shirt on today.
Well, that's a whole different.
I see you got your brown shirt on, and the other day you were telling me about when you grew up. They had one of the best football teams when you were in high school that ever came through Oberlin.
Yes,
now I didn't know.
County.
I didn't know anything about that. What could you tell us something about the football team?
Yes, it was probably the best football team that was ever assembled in Lorain County, and they still hold the record for the most consecutive wins. You know, we won 28 games in a row, and it wasn't even close. I mean, we knew when the game started what the outcome was going to be. It was just a matter of how bad we were going to do that, and it made it a lot of fun, you know. And the camaraderie amongst the team was really good.
Now, do you remember the players? Because I know,
oh yeah,
didn't you say Glenn Hodge was on that team?
Yeah, Glenn Hodge, Bear Holloway, Spunky Chambers, Sonny Cannon, and our cousin Boone.
Boone.
Boone's
Didn't
on
you
them
say
players.
Ellington wasn't he on that team?
Oh
too?
yeah, Ellington. Yeah,
He was a corner. What did Ellington
linebacker.
play?
Linebacker, and one of the meanest linebackers probably. He should. I really think that if Don had pursued it, that he probably could have played. I know it. I mean, college wouldn't have been no problem, but he had like pro material. He had the kind of game he could have went pro material, but he would have been small. In today's game, he couldn't make it because he was only 5'8" or 5'9". And in the NFL, you can't be that size and play. They won't even want to look at you.
So what position did you play when you were out there?
Fullback and safety.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know you played. I never seen you really be that athletic.
Well,
Well, you didn't see him.
No, I don't even think you was old enough to know me.
He wasn't even born.
Right.
Nowhere to be found.
Right.
No, but I seen you. You still golf and like you bowl and all that stuff. And I've seen you even play cornhole a couple of times. I mean, you can't beat me, but you were out there trying your best.
Don't do it, Gilbert. Don't do it.
No, but the thing about that is, if you can beat me, you ain't beat nothing. So what does that leave you?
Who does that leave you?
Well, yeah, I mean,
you're at the lower echelon, you know.
Who, me?
Yeah, and not just cornhole, but
just in life in general.
We're gonna go there.
Bottom of the barrel. Put him at the bottom of the barrel.
But and stuff like that. But as a person, to me, you're held in high esteem.
Who, me?
Well, unfortunately, but it's true. You know, it's hard for me to say that. I don't say that very easily.
Well, that's only because I'll let you come over and take all our money at poker and we feed you and you get to do other stuff over there. But you also told me, because we play poker all the time,
right?
Me, you, Matt, all of us, Ahmad, and you told me that you played poker with Red Fox.
Yes,
is that true? How did that work out for you?
It was fun because it was a daily thing, And we used to play. He would come in, and me and a buddy of mine, a boy in Philadelphia, Italian boy in Philadelphia, we went out to Vegas together and lived together out there. Along with, we had a large group that went.
Are we talking like 60s or 70s?
Late 60s, early 70s.
Late 60s.
Early 70s. And I don't know how it got started, but it was an everyday thing that he would come in, and when he come in, he ready, boys, and we sit down there and get that money because we couldn't wait because he was giving it away, basically.
So y'all bankrupted Red. That's why he went bankrupt.
Yeah, all them hundreds he had in his hand.
I bet you had a stack.
Yeah, but it was fun. Just something to do. It was really fun.
Did you see a lot of other people out there in Vegas when you was out there? Like there had to be a lot of stars.
Oh yeah, and then you pass. I'm trying to think of that one dude. Had all that blank on. He come off the elevator. I can't think.
Liberace?
No.
No.
Flavor Flav.
Oh, you seen Flavor Flav?
Yeah, and I talked to him for a minute. Yeah.
Out in Vegas.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I saw, a lot of other people that dignitaries, movie stars, and stuff like that. But you see them, and they're on the move, and it's like, you can't be in awe because they're all around.
All around you.
Yeah, and you can't take time to just.
So speaking of Flavor Flav, you said you was going to start your rap career at some point.
Yeah, at some point, but I went to the doctor the other day, and he told me my voice, don't put too much strain on it, because it could cause some interior damage. So I said, well, maybe I better cancel that order.
All right. Well, Matt's giving us the wrap up sign, and once we come back, we'll have your son and grandson on.
All right. Well, that's two good ones.
Well, we're
going to see.
All right. Check it out.
Thank you so much for coming on, Gilbert.
Thank you. Appreciate
All right,
it.
now, we'll be back in a minute with Tuck It Down.
Hi, welcome to the art. Thank you. Have a great day. Come again.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show. Today's guest is brought to you by The Art at Tappan Square.
Welcome back to Tuck and Tuck. We're here with Luke Marshall and Zay Marshall. Zay, what is your real name? It ain't Zay.
Nope.
Xavier?
It's Isaiah.
Isaiah. I knew Zay wasn't it.
Yeah, Isaiah Rootman.
What's up, Lukey?
What's up, Tuck? Hey, what's up, OB?
So you did 20 years. How many years did you do in the Navy? Let's put it that way.
I tell people 21, but it was actually 20 years, 9 months, and 8 days. But who's counting?
And exactly what was your job in the Navy?
Well, actually, I had 2 rates. They call them rates in the Navy. Most other services call them MOSs. But my first job, I was an MS. I was a mess management specialist. I cooked. I did that for 8 years. And I got out of the Navy after 8 years. I was out actually for 11 months. Went back in because that fine young man was going to be born. So I said, hey, man, I need to go back in the Navy. And went back in, and I went in as something totally different, kind of like on the flip side. I said, I want to try aviation. So I went in as an aviation machinist mate working on jet engines. Did that for 13 years.
And you're still basically working for the government now, right?
Yes, sir. I got a job with the government, but not working on engines.
So we got you guys before you came on. I know Luke and Isaiah, but you got nicknames. What was you calling? What was it you call yourself?
Call him Bookie D. You can call him Spooky D.
Everybody in
Bookie
Oberlin
D.
knows they call me Bookie. Yeah.
Bookie D. And what's your name?
It's a lot.
Oh, he got.
Go ahead, man. You
know
go
how
ahead.
Marshals do.
A lot of them.
Well, which one do you? Don't you have like a rap career?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's your rap name?
Young Grievous.
Now, how'd you come about getting that name?
If you ever seen Star Wars, he's pretty much someone that was not on the good side growing up.
General Grievous.
Yeah, and he coughed a lot because I like to have fun. And I know we're in Oberlin, so I can't.
You can say what you want, man. We ain't got but about 5 viewers. Don't even worry about it. Say what
I'm just.
Let me hear a verse, man.
You want to hear a verse?
Give me something.
Yeah.
I need like a. I don't need a beat, honestly.
Mac, he got something for you.
All right.
There you go. That's you
that's
made that
yours.
music,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah, he did our music
All right,
for us
look,
for our
hey,
intro.
I'm in here rocking 12. I'm in here rocking 12. They was talking about Bookie, but he ain't no 12. Ooh. I was with Gramps. Hey, that's my guy. If you talking down, why? I'm like, why? I'm with Tuck and Khalid. That's the team. That's my family. I'm with Matt Roberts.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
I see some potential there.
just a little bit.
I'm always looking for somewhere to put a little money, and maybe I'll do a little investment with you. We'll talk later after the show.
Ooh,
Because
I
Matt don't pay us nothing, so I got to find some income somewhere, man. I'm getting to retire.
Yeah, you made the intro music for the show.
Yes, sir.
So do you produce like a lot of beats and music too, as well as rap?
Every day, almost every day. I have a lot of music, like just stacked in my computer for sure.
Okay, so now I don't know much about getting in the rap business or music because I don't have any talent.
Why
But
not?
I just don't.
He just told you he has no talent.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
That sounds
obvious,
like you
man.
don't believe in yourself. Or something.
Well, I'm just
it's
honest.
not.
When you get older, you'll see.
Hey,
All right.
he can't even catch a beat on a dance floor.
Yeah,
Oh.
2-step. So but where do you go from if you want to make that a career? How do you make it a career? Do you just keep putting music out, or because now you can almost do it yourself?
So, if I really thought about it, the first song I dropped, I was like 16 years old, and I got joked for all that shit. Like, I'm sorry, I'm cussing.
You good?
You're on.
No, you good.
Yeah.
You're on the internet, man.
Yeah, I already know, but yeah, just like, yeah, I got joked, all that. Like, it happens. People feel whatever type of way they want about you, especially in Virginia. The school I went to wasn't really.
Just keeping it real, it wasn't nowhere near the diversity of what we had here in Oberlin.
Not at all.
And Isaiah tell you what I've always shown him and my daughter and what my wife, because my wife's from Lorain County, she's from Amherst, and man, it was tough, especially the way me and Zay look being biracial, and a lot of people didn't know, and some of the stuff he had to hear with other people like that. It's just hard, and it's hard to understand. And my 21 years being away from here, when I always come back, there's nothing better than the feeling here when we come here to know that racial tension ain't there. It don't make any sense.
I mean,
it's just
So a lot of your friends,
in America,
a lot of your friends in school thought you were white, and they were saying things.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, I can almost imagine how that was
for sure.
flying.
And I played basketball, and also nobody thought I could hoop.
yeah.
Nobody thought I could hoop.
They got on his varsity team when he was a freshman.
And then when I was a junior, I won MVP at that school.
Yep.
And the coaches didn't want to put me in the game, and I was like,
They
I
had
literally
no choice,
cooked
though.
everyone in practice every time. I had offers. I had visits. I was going to ask you, how was your basketball? I didn't really, they tell me a little bit, but I was wondering, like, how did you play and stuff?
I was decent. I was a better football player than basketball.
For real?
Yeah, basketball. I think I averaged like 14 points a game.
Hey.
Yeah, and like 5 rebounds.
Hey.
But yeah, I was much better football player than basketball.
Yes,
What
I didn't
position
know
in
you
football?
played football.
Yeah, I got a partial scholarship to Ashton for football. So,
Nice.
yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We wrapping this up already, man?
Dang.
Yeah, we're gonna come back right after this because the segments seem like they're going fast today. So we'll be right back after this.
People ask me all the time, Matthew, what's Oberlin Weekly? Well, let me show you. We have a big story coming.
Real Oberlin stories, real Oberlin people. Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show. Today's guest is brought to you by The Art at Tappan Square.
All right, we're back with the Tuck and Tuck Show. And before we get started, we have a little commercial we had to read about. And it's about, what fun it is to shop at the Shop Small Businesses and Saturday Market. So I guess coming up on Saturday after Thanksgiving, they're going to have... you can have, it says, sip coffee, have lunch, and shop from 25 unique hand-picked makers and vendors while supporting small business. It's presented by the Old Rusty Coupe. Sounds like an old Cadillac I had.
They have a time on there?
The time is from 11 to 5. And my friend Molly, she's going to be out there having cookies and cupcakes. Molly cakes. So if you like Molly cakes, get out there. She got red velvet. She got a new banana cupcake.
Man.
She got German chocolate. She got carrot cake. She got chocolate on chocolate. And she got chocolate chip cookies. And she's
Cakes on cakes.
Yeah. She's been infusing her cookies with some special ingredient I don't know nothing about. But they're good and they make you hungry. So I don't know what that's about. But she has to come on the show and tell us about it because, you know, people could think anything. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been trying to get her on the show for the longest.
She's scared to come on the show. So
Come on, Molly.
Come on. Yeah,
A lot
come
of
on,
people
Molly.
need to see you.
So we're back and we got all three of them now. We got Gilbert, Zay, and Luke. So Gilbert, tell us about, you know, how proud you are of having these two. Because, I mean, this is probably your biggest accomplishment is having these two.
He rough on you, Gilbert.
If you think about it, I mean, this is it.
Yeah. And I don't think that anyone could be any prouder than I am, especially that one there. And this one here just getting started, but he's in the same mold.
Yeah. And what about Bay?
Oh, Bay is a super girl.
Okay.
She's a super girl. And the ones that have had the opportunity to meet her or be around her understand what I'm talking about. And I'm sure they feel the same way, too. And she opens, whoever she's around, or if you're in her company, you know, then she puts you on a pedestal and treats you with the most respect.
100.
Bay is let's just clear. Bay is his daughter,
right?
Luke's
right.
Luke's sister.
And let me say before we forget, Grant, big dog, you know, you got a shout out to your granddaughter, his sister Olivia Marshall. She's doing her thing. She worked for the same company that I do, and she's holding it down as a young lady.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Livy
doing her thing. And I just wanted to shout out real quick, OB, man, that I'm so proud to think about when I've been here. You know, I'm 48 years old. Been in Oberlin a long time, and I've never seen nothing like this. And have my family doing this. Ahmad and Khalid, y'all doing your thing. Matthew putting it together in that Oberlin Weekly. This is great. This is putting Oberlin on the map even more. You know, this with everything on the internet and stuff like this. This is great. People need to see what's going on in Oberlin, see what Oberlin's about, and y'all really doing your thing with it.
Thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that, man.
Oberlin, I always say Oberlin is like a special place. Even for the county, it's just different than anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
It is for sure.
You guys come to the house and everybody comes over there and there's never no problem. Nobody fights, argues, nothing. Nope. We just always have a good time. It's all love in Oberlin. And everybody we had on the show has been great. Even Gilbert. He did a good job too.
I appreciate that. You know, I kind of do get out the way a little bit, and it would be easy for you to say something negative, but I would just consider the source and just not pay it much attention. So.
Hey, for those of you who do not know, Gilbert and my brother have had this thing going on forever. That's just how they treat each other, but they really love each other. Though. It's all about love. Right. Don't let them fool you on this show, because he comes over to my brother's house. My brother give him anything he wants. He'll talk about it, but he's gonna give him whatever he wants.
Yeah, Gilbert is treated like royalty at the house. He takes all our money, eats all our food, and you know. Yesterday you didn't do too good though, did you?
No.
Yeah, I heard you got slammed at the poker table.
Yeah, they got me yesterday.
And Matthew, well, I ain't gonna say nothing because Melinda's sitting over there.
Yeah,
Matthew did good, Melinda. You did great.
Yeah. But in all honesty, Khalid and Ahmad, I mean, they're brothers, but there's so much difference there. But in their hearts, they're both the same. And that's one thing I can say, because I've been around both of them long enough and been in situations where they've done things for me, and it's amazing. And I call you, as hard as it is for me to say this, as hard as it is to do this, you know, it's you're one of the greatest people that I've ever known.
Oh,
not
thanks,
just
Gilbert.
because we're relative, but because of what you do for everyone.
I appreciate
and
that.
You spread yourself real thin, because there are a lot of people, and I think that I can get a lot of second, third, and go all the way up probably to 100 that emotion.
I don't know if you'll make it that far. Gilbert.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people, and I just hope that somehow, you know, you'll get reciprocated for what you do for them.
Oh, I get that all the time. Every day I'm living. It's just a blessing to be here every day, and especially around all the people that are in the city and in my family. It's great.
You know, I met Ahmad long after, you know, I had been, started getting closer to you before he came back. But Ahmad, when Ahmad came and I talked to him for 2 minutes, I was just like, well, yeah, this is, I couldn't expect anything more.
Right.
You know, it's all the same family.
It's the same family, and it's the same qualities, you know, and you guys are just two great people. And I just hope that somehow you get recognized some kind of way, other than just, you know, the self stuff. Somebody else can step up and.
Well, I appreciate that, but I mean, we do this because we like doing it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm speaking about life in general.
Oh yeah.
This is okay.
Life's been good to me. I got no complaints, man.
Me too.
I got no complaints right now.
You guys have put forth effort, and you're reaping rewards.
Yeah.
So
that's well, you know, you always been raised to treat people the way you want to be treated.
Right.
That's why my mom and dad always told me.
Well, it's always been in the family that way.
Yeah.
My mom, especially my mom and my dad.
Right. You want to be treated a certain way. You just treat people with the same respect that you want to be treated with.
Sometimes you don't get it back, but it's okay.
I've been pretty lucky.
Problem.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky. And for those who don't give it to me, I cut them loose.
Right.
So you got to cut certain people loose, you know, and move on with your life.
Now, coming up this week is Thanksgiving. Are you guys going to be together for Thanksgiving, or you going somewhere special? How's that work out for your family?
Oh, we're going to be together. We'll be with my in-laws. You know, shout out Danny and Carol, my wife Jen. We all get together, and our two families, you know, on both sides. We all come together. Yeah, we're gonna eat it up. You know, chop it up, do what we do, and spend a lot of time together.
Now, I might be in Columbus with Betty.
Now, when you were younger, did you have to go out and kill your own turkey? Did you have to do? I mean, because I know you used to hunt a lot. Did you have to?
If he got in the way, he'd be next.
I'm sure y'all had a deer or something sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because you and your dad used to hunt quite a bit.
A lot of hunting.
Yeah.
A lot of hunting.
Hunting, fishing.
Pheasant, rabbit.
And everybody in Oberlin know his dad, my grandfather, one of the greatest men to ever walk the streets over here in Oberlin.
Yeah, and your grandmother too.
I wish I could meet him. I could have met him.
For sure. You would have loved him.
Yeah. You met your grandmother, right?
Oh, yeah. He met
she was awesome.
Granny is the GOAT.
100. Rest in heaven.
Granny, I love it so much.
All right, Matt, are we wrapping this up? Matt said we're done. It just flew by, man. This was the fastest show I've ever done.
I guess we need to hit our sponsors, the ARB for sponsoring us, Oberlin Weekly, and Prestige Out.
I was at the ARB this morning, and I didn't get nothing free.
I've yet to get anything free at the ARB.
Yeah, we shout them out every week. We got to get something from the ARB.
We'll talk to Big Hen, man. That's your buddy, man. Hook us up.
I know.
Shout out Big Hen.
Peace.
Peace.